Architecture as Measure project at the Pavilion of Turkey is a provocation for a renewed planetary imagination. The main question of the project is, rather than limiting the role of design simply to finding a solution to climate emergency, can we see architecture as a measure through which the environment might be reimagined? The project starts with the idea that it is important at this moment for architecture to consider its planetary potential from within the everyday aspects of its inner workings.
The project is presented through an installation, an online publication, and storytelling.
We look at the politics and nuances of the seemingly mundane aspects of architectural construction, and we juxtapose these aspects with their planetary dimensions, which are geographies of resource extraction, material supply chains, and maintenance and care in Turkey and beyond. Taking my recently published book, Architecture as Measure, as a theoretical preamble, the exhibition positions architecture as a measure that can help assess our place on Earth and our role in relation to those with whom we live together, as architects with the actors of other disciplines and domains of work, and as a species alongside more than human others.
The installation in the Arsenale is titled Four Dioramas, which consists of 4 rooms.
Each diorama stages both a generic side of architecture with banal details and a specific mise-en-scène of an imaginary story taking place in Turkey.
Visitors can walk inside the dioramas as if they're in the interior space of a large architectural model.
As the dioramas collide, the architectural and the planetary, the banal and the spectacular, and the everyday and the mythical, ideas of foreground and background are constantly flipped and negotiated.
Four dioramas depict part of a story which is about multi-species survival and solidarity.
Through archaeology of an imaginary future that takes place in Turkey, the story reflects on some of the environmental controversies of our current moment. Diorama of Quarry depicts a marble quarry abandoned after centuries of resource extraction. We see a view towards the open-air museum and witness the extractive construction activities of archaic times. In the story, the ancient land is a site of conservation, repair, and cultural heritage, in which various ruins from previous centuries are collected. In addition, we see spoil tips of abundant industrial waste, as sculpted into shapes of various mountains from different parts of Anatolia. These fake mountains are surrounded by replicas of ancient large-scale infrastructures, such as dams, nuclear power plant cooling towers, and ruins of solar geoengineering. Diorama of Logistics is a large warehouse enabling a massive transit during a multi-species migration to a new land. Ancient artifacts and numerous more than human inhabitants are waiting for their ultimate migration to the new land. Endangered species of this ancient land, such as the black-tailed gazelle, the wild goat, the Persian fallow deer, are all getting ready for their move. Diorama of Maintenance and Care is a site of repair in the new land, where both the built structures and the endangered more than human beings are continually given maintenance and care. Referred to as the first inhabitants, these animals and trees are excited for this new beginning, for a new era of earthly survival, a celebration of sharing and living together. Diorama of Formwork is a site of reconstruction for the future inhabitants of the earth. A century of repair and care have passed here since the arrival of the first inhabitants. The new land is now a historical site, populated with all kinds of new species, the new caregivers of the land. In the distance, various statues of the modern imaginaries of the ancient lands, as well as colossal carbon monuments, can be seen. All of these hint at the new mythologies of the new land, and thus the future. In addition to the installation, the exhibition extends onto a website as its main publication platform, exploring topics of focus through 4 different formats, such as paperwork, episodes, conversations, and essays. The website presents content written by the pavilion's curatorial team and the invited contributors, periodically over the course of the Biennale.
The dioramas in the pavilion showcase some of these contents as part of the mise-en-scènes of the stories depicted.
In addition to the dioramas, a large table titled Table of Contents presents more publication content, presented as a table of in-progress curatorial work. Through provided QR codes on the table, the visitors can access the published exhibition content on the website as well. So it is both a curatorial table and another entry point for the exhibition. Through its focus on the entangled relationship between the quotidian and the planetary, architecture as measure suggests another route for architecture's relation to the world, in which it is more of an agent than a mere respondent. It aspires to provoke another form of inner focus, and thus engagement for architecture.